What's up, folks? So, today I want to share just some thoughts with you guys. It's about words. We got a lot to do with my daily devotion today. It said, words matter. Words matter. A while ago at church, the pastor said something about a saying that everybody knows it. It says, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's a lie. That is a big lie. Words matter. Words matter. Words matter so much to the point where, y'all, God spoke the world into existence. All the things in the world, He spoke it into existence. He spoke with His words these things into existence. And if we are in His likeness, that lets us know that our words are just as powerful. Down here on the earth, our words are powerful also. So word matters, right? I'm realizing that when I'm speaking, that I have to first try and pinpoint what's my goal. The goal of what I'm about to speak, what I'm speaking about. What's the point? What am I trying to accomplish with what I'm speaking about, or who I'm speaking to? Some points I wrote down was to ask yourself these questions before you even say anything. That'll help settle some things. Are you speaking to tear down? Are you speaking to build up? Are you speaking to provoke? Are you speaking to initiate restoration? Are you speaking to cause drama? Or are you speaking to, bring about peace? That's something that you can just sit and think about before, speaking. That will more than likely help you to gather the right words, depending on who you're speaking to, because you can have the right words, you can have the right motives, right intentions, and be speaking with a person that is not wanting to receive what you're speaking about. That could turn things also. So it depends. It depends. It depends. And it tells us that God allows us the choice on how we're going to use our words. Bible, it says Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. I have one more scripture. This is Luke 6:45. The good person out of the good treasure of his heart produces good, and the evil person out of his evil treasures produces evil. For out of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaks. That right there is a lot to let you know right there. What comes out of a person's mouth is an overflow of what's in their heart. It helps you to understand the type of person you're dealing with. And I guess in the midst of you finding out the type of person that you're dealing with, based on what comes out of their mouth, you basically have to act accordingly or speak accordingly, because what you say determines the course of the conversation. It could go horrible, or it could, go well. But it all boils down to the words that we use, how we use them, the intention of the use, the intentionality of the use, all of it, And self-control plays a big part. If you have no self-control, you just be saying anything, everything to people. You wouldn't care how you say it, when you say it. why he said it. You won't care, you know? Self-control. You have to have some self-control. And those are things that we're trying to accumulate within ourselves, right? The fruit of the Spirit, which is self-control, joy, peace, you know, patience, kindness, gentleness. I think self-control kind of just like is the base for everything, because if you don't have self-control, there's no way you can have love, joy, peace, and patience. You have self-control, how can you that's kind of hard. I think self-control is like the basis or the foundation for the rest of the fruit of the Spirit. But yeah, it says in Romans 5:8, this is what God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. I like this scripture, and I think it ties into words matter, because we use words to communicate. And in communicating with each other, and the whole, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, all those things, you kind of find out where love lies in the midst of things. And it just helps us to understand that we're not trying to be a product of, you know, the overflow of something evil, a person that may be doing evil or wrong or whatever. We're not trying to do, you know, tit for tat with them, but we're trying to conquer the evil with good. It's not always easy. But if God gave us an example of how to be, all these things he tells us to do, he gives us an example of what to be, what not to be. He gives an example. He said, y'all don't know what real love is? Real love is laying your life down. I'm going to show y'all. Y'all ain't did nothing for me to want to do it, but I'm going to show you anyway. Biggest, greatest demonstration in life. Just sit here and think, I can't really think of, you know, people that would do that. So you just like, this one rocking with God. 1 Peter 5:7 says to cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. If we're taking everything that is burdening us in word or deed to the one above, he will ensure that, that's like a scripture says, that if you keep your mind on him, he'll work on your heart. He'll keep that in perfect peace. Yeah, I just wanted to share that because, you know, mental health has a lot to do with the people we deal with daily. I'm the type of person, I take things kind of personally. I don't mean to, but when I do things, it's genuine, you know? It's from the heart. And a lot of times I want nothing back. But God says to do unto others as you would have others to do unto you. So I kind of require that. And when you see people blatantly disrespect those kind of things, I'm learning that they're not disrespecting me, but they're disrespecting God, dishonoring God. And another thing I'm learning is that I'm having to allow God to handle those things for me. So y'all, mind your words. Mind your words. That's the thing for today, to mind your words. And check out those scriptures and, you know, see if they apply. See if you can apply them, because they do apply. See how you can apply them and where you can apply them. Y'all have a blessed day.